Hello. I am here. Stuff is happening. Where's the right one? There it is. See if I can remember where we were, what I was up to last time we were doing this. How's everybody doing tonight? Hola! How's everybody doing? Ugh. Yuck, working out. Yay, baby shower. How does a baby shower via Zoom work? Basically, how do you get the presents? Like you're working out right now? Oh, okay. Gotta appease the Apple Watch.
Did you get yourself a drink?
I did.
Alright.
Hey, Aaron. Ashley will be joining us shortly. She's getting stuff finished up, making coffee and whatnot. It seemed appropriate, just the music tonight.
How far over do you have that?
Hey,
everyone!
That farish.
Alright. Things in my face. Something's weird.
Face things.
It's weird, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, me too. Like, this was actually one of the very first CDs I ever bought with my own money. Throw in garbage.
Yeah. Did you answer what you were working on?
I did not. I am working on, well,
Tell people things.
I'm working on a new print design based on Jurassic Park 2. Yeah.
Those trees look very kind of cool right now in the black and white.
Thank you. See if I can keep it that way.
I mean, I'm sure they'll look a different style of cool later. Okay, now they just look like insanity. Look at that. It just looks like some. Oh, go back. It just looks like some little kid got mad. Like you were drawing a dinosaur, and they're like, "Screw you! I'm just gonna."
Fuck your dinosaur.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, 70s hair trees.
It's the Mick Jagger tree.
I wanted to drive a Ford Explorer through those gates. I felt like I would suddenly be able to.
I just wanted one of those Ford Explorers with the green and the yellow.
I can see that.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll see one of those at shows. I'm just like, ooh, I should totally get one of those or make one of those. And then I realize I don't really have any, like, skills. So
You have a lot of skills. You just don't have car skills.
I don't have car modification skills. I'm definitely not going to be painting out like Jurassic Park things on cars.
Like maybe start with a model.
Models. Yeah. Well, I would think the hardest part would be finding a CD-ROM to put in.
So how did the baby shower go? Sorry, I'm reading earlier in the notes when I wasn't here. I was waiting for the coffee maker to finish. Turns out staring at the new coffee maker does not make it work faster.
Nope. Not my experience. Nice.
I was wondering about that. Like, if I were Ford, I'd want to put those out.
Oh yeah, they 100% have those.
So it worked out well on the Zoom. Were your older relatives able to figure it out? I actually think, like, I almost feel like it's more tiring sometimes. Like when you've got an in-person gathering, you can kind of take a minute away and you can talk to like a couple of people and have multiple conversations happening. That doesn't work so well when you've got those digital meetings. What? We're gonna miss Ekate's sparkling presence. Driving home from Washington. Did you have a good trip? No, we will miss it. You're right.
Yes.
I'm so caught like in baby squares. I just started doing that immediately. Granny squares. I'm glad they were able to figure it out. We finally got my dad to figure out speakerphone on Google Meet. The second or third time.
Yeah, that was fun.
We could not, however, convince him that just because he could hear my stepmother, who was in another part of the room, that didn't mean that we could hear her. So he kept waiting for us to answer the questions and things that she, like, respond to what she said, but we could not hear her. He didn't understand that. Because he could hear her. You went to visit your sister. Ah. I hope that went well. I want to visit my sister. I mean, we'll try, I guess. I know the world's ending when when they decide they're on Facebook.
Your parents?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when I'm just gonna go try to find somebody's bunker we can steal and use. Like the preppers all think we're gonna do. It'll be time. Was anyone else getting... Is it a Sahara dust cloud?
Yeah. The dust cloud.
Is anyone else getting that? Because we're starting to get it today. Oh, you had thunderstorms knock most of it out?
That'd be nice.
I'm jealous. Like, it's windy here. It feels like it should rain, and we are starting to see a few clouds, but mostly it's just kind of gross and eerie. Which, you know... makes sense, I guess, with dust, but... It feels nice, though. It's cooler than it's been for a while, so part of me is like, ooh, we should go for a walk later. And then I'm like, or maybe not breathe in all that extra muck. Guess we could wear our masks.
Two wear masks. Oh, I have a clean mask. I'm wearing mine a lot this week.
Have you been bringing them in and putting them next to the laundry?
So?
So no? Yeah.
I was just talking about that movie a few minutes ago, actually. Oh, that movie.
He was. That movie is one of those I know, like, I always think I haven't seen it, and then I watch it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have seen it, but I forget it. It's very forgettable to me. Sorry, babe.
That means you get to experience it again for the first time every time you watch it.
I do, I guess.
It's a good thing. Like, I didn't like the third one, the actual Scorpion King movie. Like, it was fine. Whichever one it is where there's like, where The Rock shows up but he's just a CGI character.
Which is kind of a waste of The Rock.
Really. It really is.
I don't mean to tell people their business, but
like,
The Rock delivers in person. He doesn't need CGI.
I mean, he was a giant scorpion monster with no lines, which kind of seems like a waste.
Also seems like a waste of The Rock. The Rock is all.
That's true.
The thing is, like, I hear he's actually a really good dude, too. Which we need more of that now.
Now more than ever.
In these harsh times.
These trying times, we need good dudes. Was it? Yeah, it didn't look good.
I don't know, kind of a different subject but the same subject. We haven't watched Jurassic Park in a while.
It's true.
We probably should.
Probably should. I'm about due for a rewatch. And a reread, really.
Yeah, I never understood why they didn't realize he was an actor. Like, he'd been a professional wrestler for how long? And the good professional wrestlers are actors, right?
They should be.
Like, they seem to be.
You gotta sell it.
Miss Aaron really likes your front dinos.
Yay, thank you. I'm pretty pleased with those. Let's see if I can manage not to mess up the rest of it.
If so, we'll just cut it off.
Right.
And make it a print.
It'll just be a 10 by 10.
Well, like, sweetie, it's really great, but what if we just cut it off?
What layer are you on?
So then you decide to go 80s tragic and the rest of it. It's like, what are you, what, I mean, the bottom part's really great.
Everything else will be neon.
At that time, he was more famous as the, I know, yeah. Good news, you didn't.
Oh, she was working out.
She was working out? Oh, okay. I was like, were we worried about you? What did I miss?
Workouts. You know how they are. You must survive till the end of the dinosaurs. I mean, you should try to survive a little longer than that.
Right.
That feels like a lot of pressure. For some dinosaurs.
It's like, oh god, oh god. Too much pressure.
You did miss an important rock discussion. It's true. At least if you were, since you were signed in, you could probably still read it, but you know.
You what?
People's royal eyebrow.
What is the people's eyebrow? Oh, from the rock, yeah.
Smelling what he's cooking. I always wondered what he was cooking. So I imagine it probably wasn't pot roast or something, so.
I bet he'd make a mean pot roast. I mean, if you gotta go to one, that seems like the one to get.
You chose wisely.
Aw.
But you did get to yell a lot.
I've never been to a live wrestling show.
Me neither. I mean, do the ones that used to happen in the mall in St. Joe count?
No. I mean, they probably do, but yeah.
One of my coworkers at Sonic was one of the wrestlers in that. At the second Sonic I worked at.
Mm-hmm.
He was a dick. He also was smaller than me.
And yet you went and saw him?
I didn't go and see him. I just happened to be at the mall and that was happening.
Were you hoping he'd get his ass kicked?
I kind of just didn't stand around. I just realized I saw it. I was like, oh, that's the thing. I need some pants.
I mean, fair.
I had things to do.
Much like the lady today. Needed some pants.
Right. She did need some pants.
You should probably tell that story.
So, today, right before stream, I went over to the Taco John's
With your friend Sean.
with my friend Sean to get some dinner before the stream starts. And I got there and I was putting the stuff, because I brought a cooler to keep it warm so I could bring it back home so I actually could eat some. And as I'm putting stuff in the back seat in the cooler, I hear somebody yell from across the damn parking lot, "Sir! Sir! Hey! Hey, you!" And so, like, I look up.
Eventually,
because I'm not expecting it to be her to be yelling at me. And there's this woman there. I don't think she was wearing any pants. Like, she's wearing a top, but I couldn't see any clothing on the bottom. And she yells at me. She's like, "Hey, I'm not a bum or nothing, but can I get $1.25 from you?" I didn't have $1.25, but yeah. So that was the story.
so a
That happened
pantsless
to me
lady
today.
chased you down,
For $1.25.
but she totally wasn't a bum.
But she wasn't a bum. Or
Or not.
nothing.
Right. Well, Wild times in Wichita.
Wild times in Wichita. At Taco John's. No pants people are harder challenge. Turns out. Especially when they're not a bum or nothing.
Did she ignore Sean the whole time?
Sean didn't get out of the car.
Sean like sees the pantsless lady bare down and is like, nope.
Well, he saw the pantsless lady as we were driving by because she was standing outside the Taco John's, and the drive-through goes right by the front door.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, as we come around that corner, he's like, "Whoa, oh, is she wearing pants?" I don't think she's wearing pants. I didn't see what he was talking about until I got out to ruffle around in the back seat.
Pantsless lady came to you.
The pantsless lady came to me screaming across the damn thing. Yeah, no pants, no. I think there was definitely a bum kid involved. Yeah. Like, she may have had shorts on, but I wasn't looking that close, so I was very concerned about, the fact she seemed to not have pants. I didn't want to study that closely, because I needed to get back in the car. So it may have been short shorts. I'm not an expert. Yeah. She likes short shorts.
I mean, I don't know what we'd expect by going to Taco John's.
Pants?
This is the first time we've been to Taco John's in years.
Yeah.
But didn't it just open recently here?
Yeah, it's like a month before the COVID.
So we were talking with Sean before he leaves because he doesn't have a Taco John in his town. He was like, yeah, that'd be good. Like, I used to like, we should do that. So we're like, alright. Yeah, Dane knows, don't get out of your car.
Started in Wyoming, so the story goes. This man making tacos and not wearing any pants.
Miss Erin is pretending that she was wearing shorts. Head canon is happier. She's pretending.
That's fair. So that's my excitement for the day.
Is it like a Taco Bell? Taco John's is like a Taco Bell sort of, except the food is better, I think.
It is. It's a little. Oh, you wouldn't know. I was gonna say it's like Taco Time, but you don't know that because that's a Pacific Northwest.
But it's like a smaller town Midwest thing. Like, I think it's better than Taco Bell in like every way, personally.
It's much better.
But that's a low bar. It is a low bar, but yeah.
I have yet to get dysentery from Taco John's.
Yeah, like
all my years.
So Taco Bell, I'm always real sad that I broke and did it. Taco John's, I'm just the normal, like, oh, I ate fast food and that was probably not a great idea sad. You know what my potato lays needed, though?
What?
Jalapeno.
Obviously.
I need some in the fridge. I should have done that.
You should have done that.
I was thinking about it. I mean, they were a little cold anyway.
I'm sorry, I drove as fast as I could.
Yeah, but then you left them out on the table.
I didn't.
Someone doesn't understand keeping things warm.
I came in to get you. I don't know what's happening.
I'm glad you were able to escape the pantsless lady.
Me too.
You hear the siren song of Doritos Tacos? Well, you have to go to Taco Bell for. Yeah.
I don't know if pants are optional at the Taco Bell, but I feel like pants are always optional at Taco Bell.
The funny thing, though, isn't the song like there's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John's?
Yeah.
It's no more Mexican than Taco Bell.
No.
Don't let them fool you. Like, it's delicious, but it's... Yeah.
It started in Wyoming, or so the story goes.
You've said that.
I know.
You're just going to keep saying it.
I'm just saying Wyoming is not Mexico.
That you know of.
We have a lot of good Mexican places here, too. It just, potato Olays sounded good.
So potato Olays are like they're like flat tater tots. Oh, they're like the breakfast potatoes at
Burger King.
At Burger King. Yeah, but you can get them all day long. When they fry them up, like nice and crispy, they're so good. La Azteca is... I'm going to argue with you, sir.
It might not be the same chain. We had La Aztecas in Portland, and they weren't great.
They haven't been great anywhere else I've eaten them at them either.
I've never seen them anywhere than that.
Bye, Miss Erin.
Night. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a great evening. I'm tired.
All right.
Yeah.
Me too.
You're hiding a dinosaur back
I am hiding a dinosaur back there. Ninja dinosaur. Ninjasaurus. You're welcome.
See, we were just hearing from a friend of ours that their local donut shop had the same problem.
What?
Solution.
Oh.
Yeah. That they were selling more than donuts in their shop.
You weren't getting dime bags, though. You're getting
Meth.
crankabillies.
But apparently, everybody was real upset, like, because the donuts were pretty good, and now they only have crap donuts from, like, Walmart. In their local area.
You skip, like, food delivery?
So what'd y'all do this weekend? Skip the dishes. Got
That
it.
makes sense. I don't know what liquid G is. Is that like Lady G?
I like juice.
Like gin and juice? Hospital says that she crushed 2 seasons of The Order. Which one is that? Eddie needs his juice.
does sound Canadian, but that in a nice way.
Ooh, werewolves. Alright. I have to give that one a shot. I'm always looking for new stuff to watch while I'm working.
What is the ginger snaps, lady?
I'm
very confused.
Imagine she's a lady who's made of ginger and snappish.
That makes 0 sense. Just so you know.
You know what? I'm doing the best I can.
Well, Dane and his friend Sean painted the garage.
They did.
Which was pretty nice, even though it was hot yesterday.
It was hot as balls yesterday. It sucked a lot. Jesus, that was terrible.
And you discovered that what the very nice neighbor man thought was an electric eye to fix the porch light, or the light on in our yard, was a jar.
Yeah, the photo sensor in our yard lamp post thing it's in a jelly jar inside the lamp, which, you know,
with a bunch of wiring
was a new one on me.
Inside out, top and bottom.
Do what?
I said along with a bunch of wiring, inside out, top and bottom.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we hit upper 90s yesterday. Today it only hit 93.
Sometime this week it's supposed to get to like 103. According to the weather that Sean and I were looking at just earlier.
Not good.
And being like, well, thank God that we didn't decide to wait until Tuesday to paint the garage.
Means tomorrow you should probably go ahead and mow the front again just to get it out of the way.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
So jealous. It's lovely.
Just don't do it down here. It's too hot.
Man, I could use a nice weather break like that.
I actually got a bunch of stuff planted in the backyard this week, or yesterday.
I did. Some of it isn't even dead yet, so that's
Yeah.
pretty exciting. We'll see how long that carries on.
Haven't seen the bunnies in a couple of days.
I know. I'm kind of worried about the bunnies. Your giant taro is still trying to live? Yay! We've got some potatoes that seem to be doing really well. We'll see how many potatoes they actually give us at the end of the season.
Yeah, I wonder how long we have to wait until we can pull any of those. I don't remember. Also, how will we know when it's time to pull those?
I mean, worst case, you could just wait till the plants start to die and just take them out. I don't know. And then I've got, you've got some squashes that are doing really well.
Yeah.
We've got some pepper plants that I didn't manage to kill yet. And a friend of ours gave us a mint plant that I thought I'd managed to kill, but it came back. And we figured out it didn't actually like the full sun.
Yeah, it was getting droopy there for a little bit.
Yeah, I was super unhappy being in the hot sun all day. I'm assuming by taro plant you mean like the ones that like
the root vegetable type
right
taro?
that you eat in Asian cuisine.
Cuisine.
Oh.
So fancy. Like taro buns.
I don't actually know what those look like growing.
Oh, yeah. I've seen videos of like people tearing them down
Excuse me.
in cooking store shows, but like Anthony Bourdain and Andrew Zimmern. But they've always been just digging them out of the thing. So.
Yeah, you weren't really paying attention to the plant.
Yeah. You're not sure what it looks like, or you're not sure what it's for.
That's what the stalk looks like. Well, the same neighbor that gave me the mint plant gave me some other plants.
Oh.
And including like a cucumber that was supposedly going really crazy that died like as soon as she gave it to me. I've got another one now, so we'll see how long it takes me to kill that one. Because she had so many, like, apparently the cucumbers are great in her care. Which is a real shame. Well, if you get a full leaf on it, that'd be cool. And I forget what that other plant's called. Just give me one of those with the fatter leaves. Like, I don't mean bigger, but I mean like they're like more like they're like gel filled is the wrong word. But you know what I mean? Like the leaves are a little thicker and fat. Never mind. It's a really cool looking plant. My grandma used to have a couple and she loved them.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that if I look at it too hard, I'm going to kill it immediately. Because it seems like it's outside.
Okay.
I watered it yesterday. It's not dead today.
Is it in one of the pots? Or
Yeah, it's in one of the little pots. So I didn't repot it.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to let it like settle.
Right.
Before I gave it too much attention.
Let it get used to its new yard
Before touching it with my death fingers.
Right.
Right.
Death fingers.
I think some of the stuff I left it in the pots too long.
Awesome. Seems like a thing we do. Yeah, I'm worried about the carrots. Some of the carrots are starting to brown.
Yeah, I think we need to replant those. They may die.
Sacrifices must be made. Hey, Kate.
Hi, Kate. How's it going?
Congrats on surviving the baby shower.
Yep.
What the hell, Bobby?
We're like,
We're super entertaining tonight, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, you're not talking at all.
I was talking earlier. You don't know me.
Everything hurts. Oh no. Sounds like too much work for a baby shower. It's supposed to be for you.
Via Zoom, no less.
Yeah, that makes it harder, like mentally,
Well,
I think. think I got off on this thing. Darn it.
Suddenly it turns from a hat to a head blanket.
Head blanket? Isn't that basically a hat?
But longer.
Got it.
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That's not neat. Alright. French horns. I keep expecting it to be space-like.
That's the French horns. Earlier it was trumpets.
Oh, well, see. French horns, though. Where's my space? French horns always mean space.
When John Williams is writing, it means it can be anything.
Celebratory.
You sent a pic of leaves?
Send a picture
Leaves.
of leaves.
Leaves. Wow.
What the what?
You said giant taro. I wasn't expecting like that big.
That's cool looking. Yeah, see, that's exactly the kind of plants I shouldn't look at too hard, because it'll just die out of spite.
Yeah.
Oh.
Message from Gamer.
I was like, what are we looking at?
What are we looking at?
I don't know what we're looking at.
Shenanigans. That. The internet's a great.
Internets are amazing. Supposedly, we have way better internet than we had a few weeks ago. I don't see it. I think it's all a sham.
I don't know, I've noticed a lot less droppage in like when I'm streaming videos on Netflix.
Have you?
Like the quality dropping. 'Cause, like we see a lot of when the quality drops, everything gets fuzzy.
Oh, the artifacting and stuff?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot less of that.
Hmm. Did you reduce our cell phone internet?
No, I forgot yesterday, so I'll do it tonight.
Okay. It occurred to us we don't leave home. We probably don't need really good cell phone, like that much cell phone internet.
There was one thing when we were using our cell phone to basically be our internet on our phones because our phone internet sucked so bad, or our house internet sucked so bad.
Or when we were traveling.
Or when we were traveling. But
Because I don't need AT&T to be like, you're on like 2G or whatever because you've run out of stuff and I'm trying to do credit cards and stuff.
no, ma'am.
No siree. You may or may not be running another tab with a AV.
With audio video.
Ah. Fair enough. I mean, I like looking at Dane's stuff every once in a while, but I can't watch just solid that. Oh, sorry, Dane.
I can't watch just solid that. I'm the one working on it. That's why I usually have a video running in the corner. I don't blame you.
I love that you chose a way to make your art that bores you.
It's not so much bores me as it makes me go cross-eyed. I mean, that's a lot of lines.
Yes, dear. I think getting that plant home in your Ford Focus is a heck of an accomplishment.
I agree.
Especially if it wasn't smished at the end of it. Oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So you draw the grass and then you pick certain ones to be a different color?
Yeah.
Huh. Individually?
Yeah, because then I can kind of play with the shapes in the foreground, background, moving things back and forth, giving it more dimension. Super tedious. I bet it's real fun to watch. And periodically I'll come in here and give it a little squiggle shape.
Yeah, with Twitch on the phone, if you try to like do something else real quick, it just turns off. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. I still want to listen, but I want to like check the weather for tomorrow or something. I'll spot in the front seat and then the leaves roll over. I'm just imagining you driving down the street and it just looks like the plants is driving. Like there is only the plants in your Ford Focus.
I'm glad to give you an alternative.
Oscar Wolf ran out of paint drying to watch.
Yeah.
Did you decide on your color palette before you really started, or have you been adding to it as you go?
More or less, I've got my color palette picked. It's this. Like, there's some of these colors I won't use probably, but mostly.
Yeah. Huh. So your eventual goal is to like make sure that all this black isn't there by the final thing?
Yep. Make sure you know black on this at all when you're done.
I just feel like you're slowly seeping your way out.
Yeah. More or less. Romwad? What's a Romwad?
I don't know, baby. Sorry.
No, I gotta drink shit in my water. Yeah, I'm gonna drink shit of coffee.
It wasn't that shitty.
It's not bad, it's just black.
Like my soul. Do you need a drink?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want coffee?
No.
I'd even put stuff in it for you.
Do we still have stuff?
I don't know. We have milk.
Yeah.
If we don't have cream, I can check and see if we have cream left. If we have cream, do you want coffee?
Sure.
If not, what do you want?
Coke. Or no, other fizzy waters is fine.
Which do you prefer, sweetie?
Coke.
All Alright, guys, I'll be back. Make Dane talk while I'm gone.
Blah, 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 blah. I forgot to change out the, or add some more things to the things that we redeem points for. Should have done that instead of painting the garage. Don't tell Ashley I said that. I don't know, it might be fun watching you and Jim just try and figure out how to have an emote-only conversation. I only have access to all of them apparently because I own the channel. I automatically get a tier 3 subscription for being the channel owner, I guess.
You didn't replace any of your Cokes.
Damn.
So you get the last of the cream.
Okay.
It's a little more cream than I would normally do, but that was it. So, but I'm not leaving it.
We got a medium range Mr. Coffee. Nothing fancy. 25 bucks at the Walmarts. Well, I thought about getting something super fancy, but couldn't really justify the 75 bucks. So 25 bucks it is. It's got all the buttons that we need. The brewing and the I can program a time for it if I need it for whatever reason. Could have gone super cheap, the one that just has the button on it. But it seemed excessive. Exactly. Our last few have been Mr. Coffees, so. And they worked until they didn't. It's kind of cool, though. It's red. I didn't know coffee makers came in colors other than silver and black, but it turns out they do. Our stand mixer is white. What's up? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
You died?
No, I just had to replace literally everything. You had no waters, no Cokes in your fridge.
Boo.
Yeah, you gotta replace that when you take it out, babe.
Boo.
Did they make you talk?
They tried.
Well, I appreciate you trying, Al.
They tried to make me talk. I ain't no squealer, though. You have the KitchenAid, or is it a different type? See, we're trying to talk. I'm trying to talk about things. I'm great at small talk. I'm the best at small talk. just. One of these days I should probably watch another streamer and see what they do. What do they talk about?
The streamers you watch don't really talk most of the time, right?
Well, I don't usually watch a lot of live streamers.
That's fair.
The few Twitch streamers I do watch are like
The recorded things later.
or
Or
either
music.
the recorded or the music, yeah.
When I check out Echo Tape, like we talk, but there's a lot of music too, so you work on the puzzle and listen to the music. She's better at making conversation than we are.
Well, she's more interesting than us.
Most people are.
That's fair.
So, did we talk about the plants and whether or not... Oh yeah, because it's Jurassic Park, so you're just choosing plants based on your memory in the movie.
Yeah, they're not specific plants.
Right.
There's no
Oh, that's
specific
right. We
species
complained
of
about the
tall
grass.
Yeah,
Right. We had that whole discussion before.
we did.
I remember, Brain. That was like a million years ago.
65 million years ago.
I was thinking the 90s, but whichever.
We should always be thinking about the 90s.
Should we?
Yeah. Pour one out for the 90s.
Let's not. What about KitchenAid?
We all have KitchenAid mixers, it turns out, but both of them have red ones.
Yeah, the red ones are cute. Mine is older than that, though. My dad got me mine in college when I lived in a dorm and absolutely could not use a mixer. Which is a particularly my dad kind of thing to do. Yeah, so it was just the white one. Uh-oh, somebody's calling you out on your foliage.
There was like long grass, like tall grass where the raptors lived, and there was a forest where the stegosauruses lived. I'm going on like a 4-year memory, 4-year-old memory of that movie. It's been a while since I've watched it.
It's too bad. You're gonna need to watch like all of them.
I mean, I do eventually need to rewatch all of them because
Right, because you just need to. Right. That's what I meant though. Like, before you get back into this, just to make sure you're.
It's powered by electricity. We do have like a hand crank mixer though.
Yeah, we found that in an estate sale. It's kind of fun.
It's not as effective as you'd think it would be.
And I'm not that old. Thanks. Internet, let's play video games.
Okay.
Okay.
Like right now?
I mean, in a little bit.
I might play Jurassic Park tonight.
The old school?
Yeah.
Get it off with something
That
else.
seems fun.
I was thinking the Lego thing that we were playing the other day, but
We can do that too.
you're like, Jurassic Park.
I dug out my Super Nintendo over the weekend and put in Jurassic Park, the SNES game, and had my friend try and play it. I think it's harder than I remember it being.
All the games when we were kids are harder than you remember. I feel like.
I don't know, I got a pretty good memory. I was having some trouble with Mario 3 this afternoon, though.
Were you really?
Yeah. The old fingers aren't quite as quick as they used to be.
It's the hardest damn game ever.
That Jurassic Park game really is.
Did you guys pull out the Fester's Quest? That shit's hard.
No. We didn't do anything in the regular NES. Like I beat it when I was younger because we didn't get very many games, so you beat the ones you got. But man, I remember it being hard back then.
Fireworks. It's patriotism.
Patriotism explosion. But you gotta go find all the key cards, and then you gotta go run in and out, in and out, in and out of buildings to get all the key cards and all the different switches. Because you gotta turn on the generators. But they're locked behind different doors. You gotta get the night vision goggles to get in the other room. And I remember the night vision goggles part. It's like as soon as you get in there, there's a friggin' dinosaur that gets you the first couple times you play. Raptors.
Do you have a set number of lives in this game?
Yeah, and then you start over.
Yikes. How's it going? Okay, I think.
We're making it.
I'm not loving the dust today, and I'm not looking forward to the heat later this week. But I think we're doing all right. Also, Rope, I don't like actually auto-failing either. I don't like it when video games, like, force you to fail. And I don't like the ones that are just hard to be hard. I know, stupid dust. Today was all kind of creepy as it came in. I probably should have paid attention to the sunset, though. I bet it made the sunset really pretty.
Thank you. Was it? I don't think I ever played the Maniacs game.
I mean, there were so many of those old Nintendo games that were ridiculously hard. Unless you could memorize patterns and really make your hands and fingers just... So someday we should find you the Animaniacs game just so you can have a fire and a ceremony. I don't know. Do you have any games like that you, just looking back, would like to set on fire?
Battletoads.
Yeah.
Battletoads for the SNES. You had to use the scope.
Who doesn't like a plastic fire? You'd use the scope.
The super scope.
What?
Yeah, the super. You know what super scope is.
No, I don't. I love how you just say that. Like, that's going to make me know what the hell you're talking
I know what the
about.
super scope is.
You just repeat yourself over and over again. I mean, I like a good plastic fire. All the pretty colors and fumes? Sure.
Delicious fumes.
I wonder how long the dust is going to stay.
I don't know.
I don't know either. What?
What indeed?
Why am I being... Stop that.
I don't know what's happening. It seems to be serious business.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
There's shenanigans happening.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
So he's not wearing any pants at Taco John's.
Looking up the super scope. You had that?
We had one, yeah, for a little bit. I think we rented it, actually. We rented that and the game, the Battletoads game it came with. I think it was hard. It was the SNES version of the light gun. But of course it was a bazooka because everything was extreme in the 90s.
It was powered by 6 AA batteries.
That does seem like a lot.
Apparently, it only had a limited release in Japan in '93 because of lack of consumer demand.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It came out in '92 in North America.
Oh, I see.
And they were like, no, it looks like it sucks. I don't want it.
They were right.
There you go.
Japanese people are very smart. They know their video games.
I knew that was going to be shitty, apparently. So you had to, like, look through it, or just...
Yeah, the idea was there's a scope on there that kind of, like, off the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to, like, shoot through the scope with the bazooka that's, like... I was taller than average, so it was kind of small.
You also knew how to use an actual gun?
Well, that too. But,
Right.
yeah, it was annoying.
Hmm.
Didn't work very well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And they tried to make a few games that needed it to work, like the Battletoads game and a couple other things. Maybe it wasn't Battletoads, it was something similar.
Well, now you're changing your story all
I'm trying to
up.
remember. It's been a while. It's been like 30 years.
I know. It's too bad you're ancient.
I know.
That's crazy. Your
So-
birthday was this month.
It was this month.
Doesn't it seem like it was 10 years ago?
Everything seems like it was 10 years ago. I don't change my story that often. Just want to remember different details because I'm old. I'm old and I forget stuff. Be nice to me. Get off my lawn.
It's okay. Drink your coffee. I'm trying to remember, there were a bunch of those like side scroller games that were so hard for me. I was really bad at all of them. Yeah, Dane, don't be ageist.
I was being ageist. I'm old. I'd say anybody else is old.
I'm trying to remember. I got one. I still own the damn thing, I think, in there for the Nintendo. That I could get to a certain point, and then I couldn't get past it no matter what I did. Like, it was so annoying. I couldn't figure out how to get past this stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like I don't know if they've released any numbers or whatever, but I'm seeing a number of vendors talking about just switching to next year. So, I don't know what they're gonna do. I wish they would just cancel like so many of the other shows have. It's like with the numbers going up so much in so many places. Like Arizona's per capita numbers look so bad. So, which I know isn't anywhere near Dragon Con, but we've just got a lot of problems.
Jim asks if we're going.
I mean, we haven't made any final decisions, but I don't know. Like at this point, there's no information in terms of from them about, first of all, for absolute sure that they're having it. They haven't released that kind of stuff. They haven't released like any kind of safety measures they might be doing. I mean, I just don't feel like they've released enough information to make any real decisions. Like they've said that they're going to talk about, like they're going to give a final answer within the next couple of weeks, but I haven't seen anything detailing any of that. Because I mean, certainly there's a huge difference to me between like there's a show in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, actually, that's supposedly going to happen, and they're not requiring masks. Yeah, like they're so like in Cape Girardeau, like for the Cape Comic Con, they're not requiring masks. They're not requiring social distancing. But they are requiring that everyone, vendor or attendee that walks in the building, sign a release form. Well, that sounds terrifying. I don't want to be in the town where that's happening. So, you know, like there's a big difference between that and an organization that you kind of maybe trust that's coming in with a whole list of like, this is what we're doing. So, yeah. Like I don't know. I don't quite see how it can be done safely, but like I said, I just don't, like, we don't have the information we need yet, I don't think, to make it.
Yeah, it is. Nuclear waste dumpster fire, that is true.
Uh-huh. Like, they're literally, like, if you want to make sure you're going to have hand sanitizer, bring it. Like, well, good. Somebody was like, I've been offered a spot at this show. What do you guys? I was like, kill it with fire. I mean, don't really, because that's going to get you awful close to a disease vector. Just stay away.
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Yeah, the state of Georgia is definitely not helping.
Well, I mean, that's so much the problem. Like Houston was out of hospital beds, and the governor just, like, what, Friday or Saturday was like, oh, guys, you should wear your masks. Like, thanks. Oh, don't worry, I didn't take it as being put on the spot. It's
a conversation we've been having a lot off and on for the past, 3 months or so. Like, internally.
And externally, really, like.
Basically, anybody who will listen to us talk.
Well, the way time goes now, like, it's still, what, 2 months away? But it's also, like, only 2 months away? Like,
it's also tomorrow.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just haven't. I mean, and we haven't heard anything from Kansas City either.
That's supposed to be middle of August.
Yeah, that's supposed to be coming up. So. I don't know. I think when we were looking at it, I think those two and New York are the last shows on our that haven't canceled for this year.
Yeah.
So.
Like, officially.
Right. I mean, so Planet Comic-Con, being in Kansas City, the mayor has started. My understanding is he started making noise about people need to wear masks in public and like trying to tighten things down again as much as he has the power to do. So I don't know what that's gonna end up looking like either. It's entirely possible that Planet goes ahead because with the governor and everything else, like they can't, they're not made to cancel, and so insurance wise they can't. It's hard to tell. It might go ahead, but then everybody has to wear a mask. I just don't know. Like in the middle of all this, like even if a show did happen, how is that going to affect attendance? Really? Because my gut feeling is if we didn't do shows for a living, I wouldn't be even thinking about going to a show this year. You think, okay, the mask policy starts tomorrow? Right, so like, it's just really hard to tell where we're going to be in a month and a half. How are you feeling about it?
Ooh, I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think?
The tail just hanging out kind of freaks me out. It looks like it's just on a stick. I love these guys. It's hard to really tell what's going to happen up here because they're still ghosts.
Right now, I'm just looking at the grass right
Yeah.
now. Come get your raptor tails.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, I feel like, yeah. Well, and we wouldn't even, I wouldn't even be attempting to try to do a show in Canada this year, certainly. I can't imagine y'all wanting anybody from the U.S. to come up anyway.
I literally don't think you can.
I know, like, well, but I just mean even later in the year. I just can't imagine us being suddenly welcome. But yeah, like it just feels like it feels like a lot of people are just going to kind of choose to sit this one out. We've missed so much already. Like it's just the year's kind of done. I believe in deep frying everything. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah, like that's... I mean, we've already got all the fun of having those conversations, you know, at the grocery store and elsewhere. Like, I don't know. I'm just amazed by like how some people don't seem to be aware that any of this is even a thing. They're just like, well, the virus is gone, right? Like, my dad was like, we're gonna drive over to the other town and go to the Red Lobster. We missed the Red Lobster. I was like, you think that's a good idea? He's like, yeah, I think it's great. And I was like, really? And then I started. He's like, and then I just let it sit there, and you could tell he wanted me to be like, yeah, that's a great idea, but that's absolutely not a great idea. So I wasn't gonna say that. Finally, he's like, well, you're not going to restaurants or anything now. I was like, inside? No.
Are you high?
So I started telling him about all the restaurants that we've had that have voluntarily closed back down because they've been hit with COVID. No. Yeah, our positive COVID numbers are up by 256% this month. Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
So we'll find out. I don't know if he drove to the Red Lobster or not.
Hashtag winning.
I mean, that's the thing. Takeout is totally a thing. Drive-thrus are a thing. We are also committed to being recluses. Like,
I mean, we already kind of were.
Like,
it wasn't con season.
That's fair. We were to begin with. But, like, I get being bored. I get wanting to go do things. But, like, I don't know. I'm not 5. Like, I can wait for another year. COVID is where you really want golf scores.
It really is.
I know.
You want golf, not, football.
Right.
I mean, at this point, I take bowling scores.
Yep. Well, then my dad was mad because I guess like more places are saying you have a mask to get in. So he bought a box of masks and he's been wearing them. He's like, they're just so uncomfortable. And I'm like, Dad, my bra is uncomfortable and I've been wearing it for 30 years because society is happier with me with it wearing it.
Straight.
And he was just like, well, and then every time he brought up how uncomfortable a mask was, I started talking about my bra again. So turns out that's a good way to get an almost 70-year-old father to not talk to you about how uncomfortable masks are. Pro tip. It'd probably be better if you were saying it. It'd be one with the bra. Right? I was like... Nobody was ever like, oh, well, if it's uncomfortable, just don't wear it. Everyone's like, we're happier if you have it on, so just do that. I think next time I'm just going to hand you the phone and you can tell them that your bra's not comfortable either.
That'll be fun.
What are you doing?
Drawing?
Yeah, I love how each point you make, though, changes the entire shape. Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's because the shape is filled from that point to that point.
Oh, because you haven't closed it
I
over
haven't
here.
closed it yet, so it's kind of guessing where the end is going to be.
So you kind of have to know at any point what you're trying to come up. You have to have a picture in your head of what you're trying to make it do at the end.
Yeah.
Huh.
Sometimes I get lost and I forget to do that.
Right. I would agree. Like, it does make you more efficient.
A bra?
A mask.
Oh.
Just because you don't want to wear it for very long, so you get in and go out.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, like, I don't know, like, it's uncomfortable, but it's not the, like I said, it's not the worst thing. A bra also makes you more efficient, or at least more aerodynamic. I mean, fair.
And I could be more aerodynamic.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand the whole, like, I want this to be over and I'm bored, so, like, I'm just gonna make it be over now. Like, I don't have that much self-confidence, I guess, or will to believe that that's the way that works.
Yes. Bullet bras for everyone. Just giant bullet bra, right, just hanging out.
No, I want some freaking Looney Tune bras where, like, you just push a button and they just get bigger to push people out of the way. Like, you're too close.
With airbags.
Yeah, just make people, like, I know, like Animaniacs style, just, like, extend the boobs.
Extend the boobs.
Just
Go gadget boobs!
oh, man.
Yes.
Oh, Lord. And at that point, it doesn't really matter if, like, people are freaked out, intimidated, or offended. Like, as long as they move the hell back.
If they're any of those things, they did their job.
Yep. Music's so peppy. I'm just like,
Yeah, I moved over from Jurassic Park to Indiana Jones.
Right. Do another thing, or is that good? This does make me miss the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
Where's that?
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? That guy is the worst Harrison Ford impersonator, but it's fun.
I love that ride so much. It's one of the rides that's fun to be a single rider on. Get on with a family, or what you can like make people have more fun. You can overdo it.
I'm glad you're not kidding, because that's just that makes it much more fun. What the hell? No. No.
Is that Joe Baez?
And Ennio Morricone.
What the hell?
No.
So how you doing?
I'm doing. I think I'm at a pretty good stopping point.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's vaguely in there now.
Yeah. Got the grass. Got my raptors in the grass.
There's no trees.
Next time we'll polish up the stego, give him some details, do some trees. Maybe we'll get to the typography.
What?
Craziness.
Do you know what it's going to say?
Visit Illustrator.
Yes.
Yeah. The trees do look fairly ominous right now.
Especially this music.
That's right. So, then we're going to call it a night. We're going to play some video games. Thank you all for hanging out.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for watching Dinosaurs.
Talking to us.
Making
Dane talk about mixers.
KitchenAids. Whoop, whoop.
And we will see you all Wednesday
for the next suggested stream. We might do a video game stream.
Yeah.
Between now and then.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Night, everybody.
Night.